Plaintiff Curtis Smith says his former roommate is a bum who stopped paying rent. He's suing for $1,601 for unpaid rent, late fees, and utilities. Defendant Joe Padilla says his ex-roommate is a con artist and was making money off him. He says he owes nothing.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
This is case number 124 on the docket, Smith versus Padilla.
Okay. And good morning to all of you.
Good morning, good morning.
The plaintiff, Mr. Smith, you are suing your former roommate, Mr. Padilla, for $1,601. You didn't want to just go $1,600.
Right. He definitely owed me more than that, but we'll get
Okay,
to that.
$1,601 for unpaid rent, late fees, and bills.
Yes.
This man is a con
And I'm
artist.
going to give you a chance to respond. First, what's your complaint?
Yeah, so good morning, first off,
morning.
Your Honor. I'm here today to face off against my former roommate, Joe Padilla, who owes me $1,600. The dude, honestly, man, has no integrity, very low on authenticity.
How did you guys wind up rooming together?
From Craigslist.
You needed a roommate.
Yes,
Do you
absolutely.
live in an apartment or a house? Or
A two-bedroom apartment. The
okay,
situation
and what
I
was
thought.
the agreement once he moved?
His share was $700.
$675.
Hope you get over that cold.
Right. You know how LA County is. It
Sure.
was going up. So it may have started at $650, but then it went up $700, $750.
For how long was it a signed lease?
A signed lease? No.
So it was just a verbal agreement?
Yes, that we have paperwork on as well.
Or that's signed? Okay, let me
Yes.
see the paperwork.
Okay.
First of all, how long did he live there?
About 2 years, I think.
Okay, so this is about 2 years.
Yeah.
And each of those months of the 2 years until the very end, he was paying half, whatever half the month's rent was.
Hardly.
Your complaint says it was only the last 3 months that are really in question here.
Yes.
If the rent was late, there would be a late fee which you guys split.
No, he would
And that
pay
was how much a month?
$50 for the late fee.
Then there was a cable bill.
Yeah, there was cable and internet that he did not pay for.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's LA County. Stuff is expensive. So I mean, I eventually turned it off. Yeah.
As far as being a roommate, we didn't have a good relationship that I always pushed for. Like communication is very awkward. And then, you know, it's just stuff like the trash can, the dishes being over full. For me, it's important that your cleanliness has to be at the forefront. I can't be in an environment where it's unsanitary. He would leave like grandpa drawers in the bathroom towards the beginning.
Let me tell you, as a grandpa, there's nothing wrong with grandpa drawers.
Okay, briefs. Just weird briefs. My father's briefs.
Okay,
type,
I'm not wearing Speedos.
Yeah,
But anyway, he would leave his underwear
He would
around.
leave his underwear, we're sharing a space, and my girlfriend comes over a lot. I don't need you to have your underwear in my bathroom like that.
That's not grounds for a lawsuit, okay?
Right. Yeah. And then, I work, I grind. I live in LA County. I grind. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a fighter. I have so many things that I have going on. Look
You're
at him.
a fighter?
He's very mature. Yeah, I'm a mixed martial artist. And the fact that I've been so nice to him is the crazy part. He's always been egotistical, and he's always been very, in a way, like sassy, I'll say, like what he's doing now.
Okay.
All that stuff.
How many months do you say he owes rent for?
3 months.
At about $700 a month.
Yes.
And you're saying for the late fee, how much?
50. 50 was the late.
How many months?
For 3 months.
So that's 150. So you're talking 2,100 plus 150. What about the cable bill?
The cable bill and the internet bill was somewhere like around 800 as well.
His share or the whole bill?
His part.
First of all, when I moved into that apartment, there was no cable, no internet. I had to actually get that for us myself. I never saw a lease. I never signed a lease.
But for the last 3 months, for those 2 years, you were paying him every month. So that makes me believe that you assumed that there was an agreement. Otherwise, why would you have
Well, I
been
mean,
giving
conveniently, it did happen to go up a couple times. Like,
Well,
with no documentation, nothing.
we have
I
Took
understand you guys didn't write anything down, but I also know that you apparently understood that you were paying some kind of a rent. He's saying for the last 3 months, that's what's at question here.
Yeah, the amount of money that he's made.
Tell me about this cable thing.
The amount of money that he's made off me, in addition to the rent, definitely trumps the amount he's trying to say that I owe him.
Yeah, I understand.
You're familiar with the Nielsen, rating system, the little box.
I live by the Nielsen rating system.
a saleswoman came to our door and, you know, asked, do you guys want to do this? And I felt a little sketchy about it. He's like, hey, can you do this for me? Put this in your name. And I was like, you know what? I'm trying to be a good roommate. Money is an awkward thing to talk about, so let me just try to be a good roommate. I felt obligated to do it.
Well, how much does Nielsen pay you?
$50 a month.
And what do you, so your book says what you're watching. What do you watch?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
What do you have to say? Hi, and what's your name?
I'm Cashmere.
Hi.
That's all he did, smoke weed, drink
Vampire
beer.
Slayer?
Sit on the couch, smoke weed all day.
Wait a
dirty
second,
ass
you watch
drawers.
Vampire Slayer?
I watch Buffy religiously, yes. So yeah, this was over the course of a year and some change that he's been making $50 a month off of me.
So how much do you think of that?
Like $700. And when I first moved in, he had told me, oh, this is where you park, you know, park in this spot right here. And I parked in this spot that he told me to, and my car got towed, which he took no responsibility for, telling me, oh, you should have, you know, checked, you should, da-da-da-da.
Your Honor?
It's Southern California. You make sure where the hell you're supposed to park, because nobody wants to pay those damn tickets. You know what I'm saying?
And how much to pick up the car?
$300.
Got it.
I was going to object to the fact that he's saying that the rent, he's not sure what the exact amount of the rent was. He has the same access as Curtis to go talk to the manager to see what the rent is, if he was that concerned.
When he paid the rent, did he pay it to you or to the landlord?
He paid it to me.
So you know that he was paying you what, $700 a month,
Yeah,
$650?
it fluctuated because of the increase on rent. What he's telling you was something we already did write-offs for.
We
So
did no
you
such
directly owe me $800 for rent, $805 for rent, and then you owe me the $800, whatever that number was.
But you're saying initially that the defendant didn't pay for 3 months' rent.
Yes.
And I got that to $2,100, 3 times 700. 3 months late fees, $150. The cable and Wi-Fi over the whole period, which came to $800. Adding all that up, came to $3,050. You said in return that you paid the $600 for...
Yeah, those amounts are bogus. Okay,
Okay.
She works at Spectrum or whatever, and he told me that, oh, it's $5 a month. Don't even worry about it, because he got some kind of discount on the cable.
For my cable at my house.
Check this
You
out. I
told-
have the
Okay,
paperwork.
when I took what you were originally saying, what you originally said amounted to $900 off that, came to about $2,150. His suit is only for $1,601 because of, as you said, there were some trade-offs. And in your statement, you said the $300 for the towing of the
You want to
car
go tit
away
for tat?
from
We
a
can talk
place.
about cat food,
Sir,
kitty litter.
So when I returned,
Relax, bro.
in other words, he could have at some point, without those trade-offs, sued for $2,150.
Right.
But he's suing for $1,601, giving you the additional trade-offs that you're talking about. I find for the plaintiff $1,601.
I should be suing for maid services because I always wash these dudes' dishes.
Because your boyfriend screamed at the TV like a human man-child and kept me in my room.
Oh, but you broke our TV.
And we replaced it.
All right, guys, stop.
Hey YouTube, check out my new show, Judge Jerry. Now for sneak preview and behind the scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.